The B-1 Lancer began its journey as a supersonic nuclear penetrator designed to pierce Soviet air defenses. Born in an era where success was calculated in Mach numbers, flight ceilings, and penetration times, this formidable aircraft was engineered for a specific mission, delivering nuclear payloads deep into enemy territory. Yet history had other plans. The Lancer's legacy wouldn't be written in megatons or high-altitude sprints. Instead, it would earn its reputation through marathon loitering missions, pinpoint accuracy, and an extraordinary capacity to deliver more ordnance in a single sortie than an entire fighter squadron combined. This is a remarkable story of how an aircraft purpose-built for one conflict became indispensable in another. But as we look toward future battlefields, a critical question emerges. Can the bone continue to dominate? Or will its aging airframe finally yield to its Cold War contemporary, the seemingly immortal B-52 Stratofortress? Cold War origins. Speed, altitude, and calculated risk. The B-1's development began during the Cold War's peak, when strategic planning followed almost mathematical precision. Pentagon planners obsessed over specific calculations, transit time to target, optimal penetration altitude, and survivability against layered Soviet defenses bristling with radar installations, surface-to-air missiles, and interceptor aircraft. America's answer was an aggressive new bomber that would eclipse the B-52's capabilities. Featuring variable sweep wings, prototypes exceeding Mach 2, and terrain-hugging low-altitude performance, the B-1 embodied America's strategy of winning through speed. The Lancer would penetrate enemy airspace so rapidly that defensive systems simply couldn't react in time. But the world transformed faster than the aircraft designers anticipated. The rocky road to production. The B-1 program faced its first existential crisis from an unexpected source: inflation. Production costs spiraled from $40 million per aircraft in 1970 to $70 million by 1975, then soared past $100 million by 1977, when calculated across a 20-year service life. President Carter began questioning the program's viability. The Air Force's parallel development of stealth technology, the Advanced Technology Bomber Program, that would eventually produce the B-2 Spirit, added fuel to Carter's doubts. Why invest in another conventional bomber when revolutionary stealth aircraft were on the horizon? The final blow came from an unexpected source. In September 1976, Soviet pilot Viktor Belenko defected to Japan in his MiG-25 Foxbat. During debriefing, he revealed details about a new Super Foxbat, almost certainly the MiG-31 Foxhound, equipped with sophisticated look-down/shoot-down radar capable of detecting and engaging low-flying targets and cruise missiles. This revelation devastated the B-1's core concept. If Soviet fighters could effectively target low-altitude penetrators, the Lancer's survivability advantage evaporated. Combined with armament similar to the B-52 it was supposed to replace, the program's rationale crumbled. Critics pounced. Democratic Senator Edward Proxmire repeatedly ridiculed B-1 as an expensive dinosaur. Pentagon officials publicly argued that AGM-86 air-launched cruise missiles fired from existing B-52s could achieve equivalent strike capabilities without the astronomical development costs. In 1977, Carter canceled the B-1A, pivoting American nuclear strategy toward ICBMs, submarine-launched ballistic missiles, and cruise missile-armed B-52s. Reagan's Revival. The B-1B emerges. The B-1 proved too capable to remain canceled. President Reagan's 1981 inauguration brought renewed commitment to strategic modernization. His administration authorized procurement of both the B-1 and the Advanced Technology Bomber, refusing to choose between them. In winter 1982, the Air Force awarded Rockwell contracts totaling $2.2 billion for development and production of 100 B-1 bombers. But this wasn't a simple resurrection. The design evolved significantly. The B-1B incorporated crucial modifications reflecting lessons learned and changing requirements. Maximum speed decreased, allowing engineers to replace complex variable geometry intakes with simpler fixed designs. This trade-off dramatically reduced radar cross-section, a worthwhile exchange for marginally lower top speed. The B-1B prioritized high subsonic performance at low altitude increasing capability from Mach 0.85 to Mach 0.92, while retaining a supersonic dash capability of Mach 1.25. Maximum takeoff weight increased substantially from 395,000 pounds to 477,000 pounds, enhancing payload capacity. From nuclear bomber to conventional striker, Cold War ended. The Soviet Union's collapse in 1991 rendered the nuclear exchange scenarios that birthed the B-1 obsolete. In 1992, the Lancer transferred to Air Combat Command and began conversion to conventional bombing missions. By 1994, its nuclear role had been completely eliminated. The 1990s proved challenging for the B-1 fleet. The aircraft demanded complex, expensive maintenance while lacking a clear operational purpose. But warfare itself was evolving. Precision strikes gained priority, and the ability to deliver massive ordnance loads to specific areas while maintaining persistent presence became increasingly valuable. The B-1 proved unexpectedly ideal for these emerging requirements, despite being designed for entirely different missions. Proving ground, Kosovo, 1999. The Lancer's baptism by fire came during Operation Allied Force against Yugoslavia in 1999. Heavy bombers played a role that would have seemed improbable just a decade earlier. Though flying only a small percentage of combat sorties, they delivered a disproportionate share of total ordnance, operating from distant bases, and minimizing demands on forward airfields. For the B-1, Kosovo represented a pivotal transformation. The aircraft finally established itself as a conventional strike platform capable of missions previously reserved for tactical fighters. Kosovo proved that range and payload could create strategic impact, even in limited conflicts. Modernization, bringing the bone into the digital age. By the 2010s, the B-1 desperately needed reliable digital communications, effective tactical picture sharing, improved cockpit ergonomics, and comprehensive system diagnostics. In 2012, the Air-Launched Rapid Response Weapon, ARRW, hypersonic missile, and an entire class of munitions exceeding 5,000 pounds. B-1 versus B-52, different philosophies, complementary capabilities. Comparing the B-1B Lancer with the B-52 Stratofortress reveals divergent modernization philosophies. While the Lancer receives upgrades pending B-21 replacement, the B-52 undergoes extensive modernization as if decades of service remain ahead. Evidenced by comprehensive programs like the B-52J upgrade with new Rolls-Royce F-130 engines. This doesn't indicate superiority of either platform. Both fulfill roles demanded by current strategy and operational environment. The B-1B embodies speed and volume, rapid response, extended range, and massive precision-guided munition delivery before windows of opportunity close. Its upgrades represent pragmatic refinement of a proven tool rather than attempts at transformation. The B-52 resembles a classic ship with new engines and updated electronics. It doesn't pursue youth but extends service life. Its strength lies in platform stability and the ability to integrate any new missile, sensor, or communication system as if originally designed for it. These long-serving Air Force platforms endure not from reluctance to retire them, but because each remains uniquely valuable. One operates at today's operational tempo. The other prepares for tomorrow's requirements. Meanwhile, the B-21 radar matures as the next chapter in American strategic bomber history, awaiting the baton from these distinguished veterans. Looking forward, will the remaining 45 B-1s retire by 2035? Or will their menacing silhouette continue gracing the skies alongside B-52s into the 2040s? The answer likely depends on B-21 production rates, evolving threat environments, and strategic priorities. What remains certain is that the B-1 Lancer, designed for one war and proven in another, has secured its place in aviation history as one of the most adaptable combat aircraft ever built. From Cold War nuclear penetrator to precision strike workhorse to potential hypersonic missile carrier, the Bone has repeatedly reinvented itself. Its story demonstrates that in military aviation, adaptability and operational effectiveness matter more than adherence to original design intent. The Lancer may not have fulfilled its creator's vision, but it exceeded their expectations in ways they never imagined.